Hey guys, it's me Crystal from Marching North, and today I'm going to show you how to make yarn pom-poms. So for this first one I'm going to be using my pom-pom maker. This is a Clover pom-pom maker and it is, I believe, the large size. What you're going to do is you open it up like that, and then you're going to take your yarn, and I'm using just some chunky yarn here, and you're just going to start wrapping around one of these sides. I'm starting on the right here. And hold your end in place so it doesn't come undone while you're wrapping until you get it secured. And you just start wrapping around it a whole bunch of times. Just try to evenly cover it. You're going to go all the way on one side and then you go all the way on the other, and you just keep wrapping until it is so full of yarn that you can barely close it. The more yarn you get on there, the more fluffy and full your pom-poms will be. So here's how it looks now that I've wrapped, and I'm going to close it now. And then once you get it closed, you go ahead and cut your yarn just around, right around there. And then you're going to repeat that same process on the other side. So just wrap until it's super duper full. Then close that side as well. And you're going to go ahead and cut your yarn again. And now it's time for the fun part. We're going to cut all the way down this channel. I recommend using super sharp scissors. It makes it go a lot easier. Then repeat that on the other side as well. Then you're going to grab another piece of yarn now that we have cut all of our loops. So just a piece that's maybe like a foot long or so. And you're going to wrap it around that channel. And you pull it so it goes down into the channel. Then you take the two ends of your yarn and you're going to tie a knot, and you're going to pull it down in there and pull it really, really tight. You want it super duper tight because this is what is going to keep your pom-pom together. Then I wrap it back around again to the other side, and I tie another knot. And then I tie the rest of the knot on this side. And then you just pull it as tight as you can. So now we have our strings tied. Then pull them both down in one spot, and then you're going to open your pom-pom maker just one piece at a time. Like that, and then you flip it over and you open the other side. Then you're going to grab both sides of your pom-pom maker and just pull it apart to open it. And then just put it back together real quick. Push everything back where it goes, and we're done with that now. And you'll see you have your pom-pom, and it's a little disheveled looking, a little crazy, but overall pretty good. So now it's time to grab your scissors and give it a haircut. I like to cut quite a bit off and just make it look really nice, and the more you cut it, it seems to make it look more fluffy. So just don't go too crazy, but here we go, and it's all done, nice and round, and you have your nice long strings to attach it to your hat. So the next method we're using to make a pom-pom is just with our fingers, so no special tools needed. So you're just going to take your yarn and hold it around your 4 fingers like so, and then you're just going to start wrapping, and just hold that end down in place so it doesn't slip, and just start wrapping around your fingers. The one tricky thing with this is trying not to pull the yarn too tight because your fingers can move. So try to keep your fingers kind of spread apart while you're doing that. Once you get about this much yarn, which I don't know how much this is, but a lot, once it feels like you have a ton of yarn on there, it's time to do the next part. So go ahead and cut your yarn. Then kind of move the yarn down so you can stick the end of the yarn that you cut down in between your fingers, right in the center. Then grab it on the other side and pull it through. And you're going to wrap it around the whole bundle. And I use my 2 fingers there to kind of guide it. And then you're going to put it through again. Wrap it around again, and then you're going to stick it through one more time here. And then you're going to find the other end of the yarn. You're just going to take those two ends of your yarn. You're going to tie a knot just like we did with the pom-pom maker. So tie the first part of your knot and pull it really tight as you can. Acrylic yarn's pretty tough, it can handle it. This is how it'll look at this point. And then tie the rest of your knot so it's nice and secure. Once you have it all tightly secured, you're going to cut along these loops. So I separated it with my hand there, and I'm starting on this one side, and you're just going to cut right down the center of the loops. And once you get one side done, flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so this pom-pom looks really crazy, but that's alright. Once you give it a haircut, it'll look nice and round, just like our other one. I will say that doing it with this method does end up with more wasted yarn because it comes out all crazy shaped, but if you don't have a pom-pom maker, you can still totally make a pom-pom and it'll still look super cute. So here's our finished pom-pom, all ready to go. You got your nice long tail to attach it to a hat. And speaking of which, let's talk about how to attach a pom-pom to a hat. So my favorite method is through magic, as you can see. Just kidding. Okay, so you take the long cords and you grab a large eye blunt needle. You're going to thread one piece of the yarn through your needle. And then you're going to thread it down to the top of your hat. If you have a crochet hat like this one, you're going to do it slightly off center so it's not right down through the hole in the middle. And also, by the way, if you like this pattern for this crocheted hat, it's on my channel as well. But then you pull that end down and then you thread the other end on your needle. And then you're going to thread it down on the opposite side of the hole, but still in the center. So just on the side of the hole from the crocheted hat. And then you just pull it down, and I like to do it that way because it just is a lot more secure on top of your hat. Then if you want to keep it on there permanently, you can tie a knot here, a really sturdy knot. But I wanted to make mine so I could take it off whenever I wash it. So I just tie a regular bow, and you can also double knot your bow if you're concerned it's going to come off, but I was just tying a quick bow. Then you just cut off your excess cord here if you have some extra, and it is attached to the top of your hat. It's that simple. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please leave a like, and be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks for watching!